What's the most depressing way a parent has let you down? I've always had a complicated relationship with my dad. My parents married because they wanted to provide me with a stable family, but things fell apart when I was just 11. My dad went to rehab, and that's when everything started to spiral. During his recovery, he met his current fiancée, and they had a child together. Since then, he's mostly been absent from my life. When it comes to important events, there's always an excuse or he simply doesn't show up. I'd say he's been there for less than half of the milestones in my life since their divorce. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with scoliosis. At first, surgery wasn't necessary, but my condition worsened and it was eventually scheduled for November 20th this year. I told my dad about the surgery months in advance, desperately hoping for his support. He promised he'd be there for me this time, but just days before the surgery, he texted me, saying he'd planned a vacation that would keep him away until mid-December, right when my recovery would be ending. It was crushing, but I tried to accept it. Then 2 hurricanes hit his vacation destination. He texted me saying he might be able to make it to my surgery after all, but then a week before the surgery, I got another text. His fiancée was scheduled for lung cancer surgery on the same day as mine, just hours before mine, at a hospital 30 minutes away. He said he might not make it, but might usually means won't, and he added, "This isn't about who I love more." That text broke me. I spent the day crying, then sat with my feelings and decided to tell him how deeply hurt I was. I asked him to prove he was my dad, not just through his words, but through his actions. He replied, saying the surgery had only been scheduled the day he told me. I told him I hoped he would be a better father to my half-sister than he's ever been to me. He hasn't responded.